Hello everybody, this is Tiny Gamer King coming at you with another draft overview. We are coaching the Nova Scotia Lumberjacks. I think this, I don't know if this is the first league it's been in or not. I think I did one other one before that, but I don't know if I recorded that, so it is what it is. We are in the YouTube Pokemon League. It's a new draft league. I think pretty sure this is its first season. So was fun. It's a mandatory draft. Mandatory video. So everyone in it is going to be either streaming it or doing their own videos. So I will hopefully have the links of them in the bottom of this, so you guys can go check them out. I got to draft 11th out of 12 people, and so it was not bad. A decent pick. Yes, you have to wait till near the end, but you got 2 picks pretty much back to back, so that was nice. In this league, it was they decided to go no points, no tiers. You could just draft whatever you wanted, and I thought that would be a fun little league to do. So I thought I'd jump in. So going into this, I did not know what I wanted. Didn't know what to pick. Especially being 11th, I didn't know what would get to me, so I went into this not knowing what to get. When it did come up to me, I decided to go with a reliable Pokemon with good offensive and good support options, and that was with Rillaboom. It having a nice base stat of 530 gives it decent stats all around. Special defense isn't the greatest, but we can work around with things like assault vest and things like that, and that makes it pretty good. So I was like, let's pick up Rillaboom. And then of course it came right back to me pretty much, and I thought, what's a Pokemon that's pretty good with Rillaboom? And I picked Sneasler. With its Unburden, it pretty much becomes one of the fastest Pokemon out there. I don't like some of the Pokemon. I'm sure you can definitely outspeed it, but they're gonna have to put in a decent amount of resources in it, with like either Scarfing, or if it's one of the Paradox Pokemon, they might be able to get there with booster energy and things like that. But 120 is nothing to go wrong with. It is kind of frail, which we'll have to work around that, but it has a huge attack, and it's able to poison our opponents with Dire Claw if we decide to use that, which also pretty sure has a chance to put Pokemon to sleep. I tried Sneasler once before with Rillaboom. This is gonna be my second shot at it. I'm hoping it works out. Last time, I swear my luck was not for me. I don't think I got one Dire Claw or Poison Touch if I decided to go Poison Touch to even activate. So we'll see how this goes. So then of course I had to wait for it to come back to me, and I was like, what can I get to help these 2 Pokemon? And I was like, well, they're both decently strong physical mods. So I'm gonna expect people try to do things to lower their attack. So I was like, I'm gonna get myself a Pokemon I've always wanted to try to use and never was able to, and I picked up Zapdos Galar. With his Define ability, makes it so we can deter people from trying to use like Intimidate or things like that, or Charmed, because they might be afraid that we're gonna switch it in. So I thought that would be pretty good. Another really strong attacker with 125, and it being a legendary pretty much makes it have decent stats with 580, and all around is pretty good. 100 speed's not that bad. It's not the greatest. It's kind of in that weird speed tier, but it's not bad at all. 90 for its pretty much all of its defenses, like 90 for defense, special defense, and HP is not bad. So I was like, let's pick him up. Like I said, I've never used it, so it's gonna be interesting. I think it pairs really well with Rillaboom, so I just picked it up. Yes, it gives me 2 fighting, but I thought it would be worth picking that. And then I decided, well, there's ways to make it so you're outspeeding some speeding like Zapdos and even Sneasler if you put a decent amount. How can I make that they can't? And I picked up Tornadus. Gives me Prankster, which makes it so I can use priority like moves, status moves as a priority. So I thought that'd be great. Also gives me another Defiant that if I feel that my opponent is gonna do like a decent amount on trying to lower my attacks and that, it gives me that option to bring the Defiant instead of Prankster, because it does have a decent attack with 115. So you can't go wrong. Special attack's 125, so most likely it's going to be, and with its signature move, it's most likely going to be special most times. But I thought, let's do it. Again, we're going with pretty quick with 111. So right now we're pretty much doing a really fast side. So after that, I decided I need to kind of roll back and try to make myself get some slower mons so my opponent doesn't just bring Trick Room, turn on Trick Room, and then I lose because they just outspeed me in Trick Room. Then I was like, at this point too, there was like some mons that got drafted. So I was like, I need to get myself a fire type before they're all gone. And a Pokemon I've never used, and I thought it would be cool to use, was Skeledirge. It has the Unaware ability, so people, even if they pop up their stats and that, my Skeledirge doesn't care because it's unaware. So I decided, let's do it. It gives me this Pokemon with 66 speed, so it's, in my opinion, a good Trick Room using Mon if I want. But even it's not the slowest, so I can get it into Tailwind, and it can be good in that aspect as well. So I was like, let's do it. We'll pick up Skeledirge, gives me my fire type, goes with my grass type, and then I only need a water type to finish my fire, water, grass core, which I always like to try to do. So, and it also gives me a second Pokemon to use things like Pledge if I want to with Rillaboom, if we can get something like that going. So I was like, let's do it. So after that, I was like, well, I want to finish off my fire, water, grass core. And if I don't do this now, I don't know if I will get a second chance to get this Mon. So I picked Melodic. Melodic is a good special defense wall. Water types already decent defensive type as it is. It has some good abilities with Marble Scale and competitive. So again, we're deterring people from trying to lower stats. So I was like, I want to do this. And at this point too, like a while back, there's teams like a Dodozo team that started, and I wanted something that I could get rid of like its stats and things like that, or like and other teams that were trying to build some teams that could work around like building themselves up as well. So I was like, Melodic is a good defensive Pokemon to do this, and I like Melodic. So I was like, let's pick her up. After this, I was like, I need a Steel type. There's some fairies. I've noticed I'm getting pretty fairy weak with some of my Mons. And a lot of the Steel types I was going to get got drafted. So I was like, well, if that's the case, I'm going to pick up a Steel type. Not really the one I wanted. But I was like, let's pick up Excadrill. It's like another strong physical Mon. It's not the quickest. 88's not really that bad. And its defenses aren't the greatest with 65 and 60. But the HP is 110, so it's not. It makes up a little bit, but not much. But I was like, we need to make this quicker, and Excadrill is only good if it's in the sand, if it's in like Sandstorm. So I picked up Tyranitar to help with Excadrill. It also gave me Weather Setter, since a lot of Weather Setters were being picked, and I was like, this way it gets me so I can stop the rain teams and sun teams. So I like just picked that. After that, I decided, well, I need to pick myself a Trick Room Mon, and a lot of the ones I was going to get got picked. So I was like, what do I want? And I've used this Mon before for Trick Room, and I didn't mind it, so I was like, let's pick up at least the Pokemon I've used before, since I'm not the strongest in Trick Room as it is. And I picked up Slowbro Galar. It has an interesting ability with Quick Draw if we want to do that. And it also has like own tempo if we want to do like a confused thing with Tornadus and Slowbro, like Swagger kind of stuff that I thought would be interesting. And then of course it has Regenerator, which is probably its best ability, and probably what's going to come most of the time, just because you can switch it out and heal, which I thought would be good. And then finally, for my last Pokemon, I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking I had a fairy type at this time, and then I realized I didn't have to, but I was like, I don't have a dragon, I need to finish my Steel Fairy Dragon Fantasy Core. And I seen that Latias was still there, and I was like, Latias would be perfect. Gives me a Levitate Mon if I want to do something like with Excadrill, where I just spam Earthquake, which is pretty good. They do a terrain setter with Rillaboom kind of hurts something like Earthquakes because of its it weakens it, but so we have to work around with that. But it also stops our opponents from using things like Earthquake, since we do have a little bit of a ground weakness. Since I have overlapped a few of my Ron's typings, which is probably not the best. I realized after how much I did of overlapping, but I'm still okay with that. I could have changed things up, but I like how my team came out, and I just think that overall it's not bad. Definitely don't think it's the best team in the league, but I hope you guys like it, and you can let me know if you think this team is good, or if there's things that could be fixed. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it wasn't the greatest introduction to this team, but hopefully you guys will watch me throughout the league, and we can see how the team goes and have some fun. Until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed and have a great night, and definitely make sure you guys check out the other team members, since this should be a fun league. Until then, see us.